What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going back to the roots of Black Ops Cold War. I got some gameplay here on, what is this map called? Drive-In. All right, it's a DLC map from, I want to say Black Ops 1, so, I mean, hopefully you enjoy it. Obviously, you guys know I'm talking about Treyarch today, and Cold War specifically. This is an old gameplay. I can't bring myself to come back to this game anymore. I don't know what it is, but there's a huge renaissance, especially in my comment section, that of like just people loving Cold War all of a sudden. Where were you guys like when Cold War was in its prime? Like, I didn't see any of this love. I didn't see any of this just bandwagonness. People are like obsessed with Cold War. It's not even just like Cold War wasn't that bad. People are like, Cold War's a fun game, I'm hopping on every day. Maybe that's true, but at this point of the game's life cycle, I'm here to tell you, Black Ops Cold War is not a fun game anymore. All right, I think, sadly enough, I really think it has to do with the engine. Like, just coming back from the Modern Warfare and even Vanguard's engine. Vanguard's kind of a step down from Modern Warfare, but it's definitely a step up above Cold War. I just can't get back to this like herky jerk. Like, just look at the movement. Look at how I'm sliding. Look at how I'm like, I get how it's more traditional, you know, old school pace and stuff like that. I love the pace of Cold War. You know, I wish Modern Warfare had this pace. But that's about it, you know, in terms of like the balance, in terms of the gunsmith and stuff like that. It just seems like, look at me when I'm like swapping around like attachments and stuff like that. If it's not here, it's coming up. It just looks so archaic and like old school. Like, it doesn't feel like a game that came out in the 2020s. It shouldn't feel like it, at least. I'm excited for Modern Warfare 2, mainly for the fact that it's probably going to go back to the Modern Warfare engine, which is the best thing about Call of Duty in a long time. Now, exactly why I kind of stopped playing Cold War / uninstalled it. If you didn't know, I uninstalled Black Ops Cold War. Partly is just because of the hard drive space. Okay, like this Warzone update that was recent, it was way too big, and so I couldn't keep everything. I already got rid of like Apex, got rid of like Fortnite, all right, you know, all those laughing stock games. I got rid of all those games, but I still didn't have room. I don't know, maybe I have too many gameplays saved in the file, but I had to get rid of something else. I wasn't getting rid of Warzone, all right, like let's be real here. As annoying as Warzone is, I'll play Warzone over Cold War. There's no way I'm getting rid of Modern Warfare. Just can't believe I'm saying that in this year, but it's true. And of course, I have to keep Vanguard for content and things like that. So unfortunately, Cold War ended up being the game to go. Let me know in the comment section, which of the three would you delete first if you had to, right? Maybe on your Xbox or PC, PlayStation, whatever the case may be. If you had like no hard drive space left, which one would you like get rid of or uninstall? Now, granted, I still own the game. I could, you know, re-download it whenever I wanted, but do I want to install Black Ops Cold War again, sit through this like what, hour and a half of just waiting around, plus shaders, plus I have to do my drivers again? Do I have to do all this? Do I want to do all this just to play jungle and play with a new SMG? Like, maybe the new SMG is fun, but like, really, Treyarch, like that's it. I'm not blaming Treyarch for this because it's not exactly their year to give content. It's kind of funny actually how, like, you know, if Treyarch gave us a map and a gun, and okay, maybe two guns, that's literally all we're getting in Vanguard, right? Vanguard is the hot game right now, or supposedly the hot game. Treyarch's title is literally a year old, and we almost get the same amount of content in a year-old COD versus the current COD. Like, it's just sad how far COD has really fallen. Those of you who've subscribed to like Nero Cinemas have probably seen that video from him recently where he talks about kind of like the history of COD and like how popular it actually is. And I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of surprising seeing just how bad Vanguard was, considering the huge spike in popularity with Warzone and Modern Warfare, right? Like it pretty much jumped a lot. People say like Modern Warfare didn't really help it that much. I think that's BS. I think it definitely helped Call of Duty. You know, just the amount of casual players that I know and that I've seen, and like just looking at the subreddits, like, yeah, Modern Warfare definitely helped Call of Duty, okay? It wasn't just Warzone. It's painful to admit that because you guys know how I feel about Modern Warfare maps and the gameplay in general, about how everyone's in a corner, everyone's running restock with double claymores like Shotgun 725. You guys know the drill by now, right? Doors, dead silence. You guys know it. You don't need me to say it for like the millionth time. So while, you know, that list that Nero was talking about was new and, you know, I guess it's new information, technically you didn't know about it, but man, Treyarch Treyarch fell off so hard with this game, all right? Like, I know it wasn't 100% their fault. You know, Sledgehammer basically just dumped this game into their laps with like a year left in the dev cycle. So I get it, you know, I'm not crucifying Treyarch for this, but at the same time, Treyarch, like, I don't know, you could have at least used the Monifer engine, right? Like, if you used the Monifer engine, gave us these maps, these guns, and everything like that, the game would feel completely different, you know? Like, even these garbage maps that they shipped with, like Cartel and Armada, stuff like that, like, even though these maps are like complete garbage, we had garbage in Modern Warfare too, but at least the engine was good, the sound was good, and that's all I'm hoping for with Modern Warfare 2, right? Like, at least it'll feel like a game that should have been released in 2022. That's what I'm hoping. Okay, I haven't played the game yet. I haven't touched the beta. I haven't seen the alpha. Nothing. Right? I'm going based on like leaks and insider information, stuff like that. Basically, stuff that's come out recently. Right? But in terms of Treyarch and in terms of Cold War, man, like, I think Cold War is pretty much chopped, right? Like, who's still playing Cold War? I know, you know, everyone in the comment section, I've been a Cold War fan since day one. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm sure. That's why I've heard of you, you know, since day one on my channel, right? That's why I've heard of you. I definitely didn't just hear of you when I started bashing Cold War this year. I know it's the COD cycle, right? It's so easy to just, oh, last year's game was really good. I don't know what you're talking about, and then people don't remember that they were hating on it for the entire year. I remember, okay? I remember I was a hater for Cold War. I'll remember I was a hater for Vanguard. I wasn't a hater for Vanguard in the very, very beginning of the game, though. During the honeymoon phase, I thought it was a fun game. The challenges kind of drained me, and the weapon level definitely drained me, and I started to get bored of the maps. So I eventually became a Vanguard hater, but at launch, I wasn't a Vanguard hater. I had fun in my first, 10 matches of Vanguard, and then after that, kind of just went downhill. And that's kind of the trend with Call of Duty these days, right? I feel like Cold War is kind of breath of fresh air because it wasn't Modern Warfare maps, and because you feel like you could move since there was Ninja in the game. But unfortunately, you know, Treyarch kind of dropped the ball there as well. And that's why when I eventually do my Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 leaks and first reviews of the game, I'm definitely going to be taking into consideration the honeymoon phase. I don't want to give a full out consensus, you know, feel of the game until I've played it for, I would say, at least a month, you know, and the game has to be around for at least a month. Not like playtime has to be a month. That's insane. The game has to be around for about a month. You know, we have to see if there's an update. We have to see what the community uses, you know, the perks and things like that. You know, once the matchmaking gets kind of set and your skill bracket's kind of established in pubs, unfortunately, then we're going to kind of see what that game's going to be about. So until then, hopefully you enjoy these random, I don't know, Vanguard, Warzone, and Cold War gameplays. Probably not so much Cold War anymore because I've uninstalled it. Again, let me know which one you done install in the comment section down below, and thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you're watching Doctor Strange this weekend. I am, and I am excited for it. I heard it's not so great, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.